So I think there's a lot that goes into defining a person. For me, it all started freshman year probably. If you ask me as a freshman to define myself, I'd probably say timid, ordinary, probably the word I would use to describe myself. I wasn't someone who stood out from the crowd or attempted to stand out from the crowd, you know? I was very do as I'm told, do as others do, you know, don't make too big of a deal about anything, you know, just go with the crowd. But I actually had a teacher change that for me. Freshman year I had Mrs. Collins, and if I didn't have her, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. I was scared senseless by her, honestly, but it wasn't a bad fear. It was a good fear, a fear that if I didn't have, I wouldn't be who I am. I was so afraid of her that I became the best me I could be because I did not want to give her anything less than my best. I was always afraid of not showing up to class prepared, you know, not having the best essays, not having the best this or that. You know, I wanted to make her proud. I was scared of her, but I just wanted to make her happy in a way. I just wanted to show her that I could be everything she knew I could be. And I had her again junior year, and I had already known her teaching style, and that really helped me because I actually felt myself getting smarter. So between the time of freshman year and today, if you ask me to describe myself, probably now I would call myself dependent, outgoing, and definitely the opposite of ordinary. In my time at New Milford High School, I've been a part of quite a few things, you know, cheerleading, track. I actually just got my ribbon for president. I'm the senior class president. I will be giving the graduation speech. As a freshman, that would probably have made me cry, having to stand up in front of 500 people and talk. But I'm very excited for it, and I cannot wait. And that's just one difference that has been made in my life, is that I'm no longer afraid to be who I am, and I'm no longer afraid to speak up, because I've had teachers like Mrs. Collins and Mrs. Ivers who really taught me that being smart is like what you need to be, and I can be smart, and they've proved that in me and made me work to be smart. I think something bigger defining moments happened not in the school, but on the track. I've earned all these medals and probably a few more in my 4 years in high school. Honestly, they might just be, you know, little metal things in a plastic container, but it's more than that for me, you know. I had such a great mentor. I had Mr. Kelly through these 4 years who really taught me to be dedicated, to be hardworking. Like, track's a sport where some people choose to not show up every day, and I don't think that's right. You know, I come to every practice, every single meet. Every time I needed to be there, I was there. No ifs, ands, or buts. Without track, honestly, again, I don't know where I'd be because I was timid, I was shy, as crazy as that sounds for me. And track taught me to socialize and to make connections with people that I probably would have been afraid to make. Freshman year, you know, I was shy, I didn't really talk to many people, and the seniors led me along, you know, they showed me where to go, what to do. And then something sparked, and a passion for track arrived. And with that passion came my need almost to make new friends, to meet new people. I've made so many connections with people over these past 4 years. I've met so many different people that I wouldn't have met without track. And I think that's important for me because, you know, growing up, you know, I always found it hard to fit in, hard to make friends. And I always felt like I was battling someone, and I always felt awkward that I didn't belong. And then high school came, and I finally felt like I had a place. I felt like the track was my place, that this uniform, if I was wearing it, I could be whoever I wanted to be. And that's just so important to me because, you know, I struggled a lot in middle school with finding who I was, and I never really had a defining point that led me to this thing. And then track came, and it seems trivial, but it really just became the most important thing in my life, and it led me to be who I am today. There's actually another thing that really defined me in my life. March 29th, 2016, my brother passed away. Here are some pictures. I have of us as youngings. He was 21 years old. He was about to graduate from Pennsylvania State University when he overdosed and died. And honestly, a lot changed for me. Besides the fact that I lost my brother, I felt like I was alone for some time. But in that loneliness, I really realized what my true meaning was. I matured like that. In the matter of months, all of a sudden I was a new person. The things that 16-year-old girls should be fretting about, I didn't care. There was bigger pictures. I know it seems horrible, but losing my brother made me who I am today, made me strong and independent. And I speak my mind because life is only so short. And if you don't speak when you need to, then you're going to lose great opportunities. He was a great person. He was a good mentor for me. He was an agricultural business major, and he wanted to feed the world and save our plants and our farms and our animals. And that actually has played a big role for me, at least, because I've grown up in a family where we've camped, we've gone to beaches, we did a lot as a family, and most of it was surrounded around nature. We weren't that family that stayed in, we were outside as many chances as we can get, I grew up fishing, pitching tents, starting campfires, all those kinds of things that probably 5-year-olds shouldn't be doing, but I did it, and it made me who I am. Most girls, they see a spider and they cry. I pick them up. I put them outside. As crazy as that sounds. And really, just nature has been such a big role in who I am, and it really shows. I like to think I'm easygoing and laid back. Sometimes I can be a bit controlling, but most of the time I like to just take life, go with the flow, try to have a positive attitude. And I think that really is going to show next year when I go to college. I will be attending the University of South Florida in Tampa. I am really excited. And there I will be studying marine biology. Now, why marine biology, you might ask? Well, July 2015, I was on my annual family vacation to Florida, and I was snorkeling with my dad. And all of a sudden, this guy comes up to me and goes, "Watch out, there's stingrays in the water." And now, probably any sane human being would have ran away because, stingrays, ouch, scary, bad. But I chose to stay in the water, as weird as that may sound. And the beauty and the grace that these animals had was just so mystifying to me and so beautiful. I can't even describe with words the feeling I felt that day when watching these stingrays. And it's made me want to do that for a living and work with these animals and work with the oceans and help keep our oceans safe and clean. And actually, I am so passionate. I have this necklace. It has a little stingray on it. And then also, I have a stingray adopted in my knee. And these are all things that over the past 4 years have really defined who I am. And most of them, may seem small or meaningless, but it's the small things that play the biggest role.